Mr. Watkins says nothing will change. In fact, he's viewing his first state execution next week. Cathy Pham, CBS 11 News, Dallas. That's right, eating healthy does not have to be about avoiding certain foods. During Feed Your Body and Soul Week, a free food sampling was put on to provide a message. Houses in Arlington, like this one, have decreased in price value from a year ago, with the average in Texas dropping by 0.4%. Since the price of gas is getting more expensive, more people are switching to electric cars, so they won't have to fill up their tank every week. The new parking lot will be about 500 feet from the business school, giving commuter students more opportunities to park closer to their classes. If I double my coupons on this Miracle Whip, I can get it for half the original price, bringing it from $4 down to $2. When it rains, trash is collected into a stream where it flows into a main water source, like the Trinity River. Students can choose to get healthy food, like sandwiches, or they can get desserts, like Dippin' Dots. I got banana split. Yum. The man ran across the street to here in the University Church parking lot, where the little girl was already waiting in a white van, and they drove off. After over a dozen TCU students were arrested for selling drugs, including 4 football players, at least prospective students touring the campus today to decide whether or not TCU did the right thing. Christina Bosch and her mother Mary from San Diego toured the campus a few days after several students were arrested for selling drugs. Despite the bad news, they think TCU did the best they could with the situation.
I kind of think the way that they kind of clamped down on it so quickly, that I was sort of impressed with that. So it was actually not such a bad thing, because I think they showed that something like that happens, they do something about it positively.
Fort Worth City Council members said TCU is still part of the city's family.
TCU, we're still behind you, regardless of what happened this past week, ups, downs, things like ins and outs. We're with you, and here's why.
City Council members are asking Fort Worth to wear purple on Tuesday to support the Horned Frogs. Cathy Pham, CBS 11. Just Between Friends is an 8-year-old consignment sale event, just for children. Moms come from all over Texas just to get their hands on some gently used children's items.
We have people who, a lot of the families who bring us their items, basically trade items for the next season. So they come and they bring their children's outgrown things, and they make $300 and they spend $300 to clothe them for the next season. So it's kind of a wash in their budget.
Belize Leonard drove from East Texas and is a mother of 2 and likes to take advantage of the opportunity.
We come about twice a year just because the bargains are so much better. I mean, anything around, we can't, even the resale shops we have don't have bargains as good as this. So.
The 4-day event has moms lining up from open till close. Parents can come here and buy anything, from toys to clothes, even blankets. The choices are endless.
I bet I have $250, so that's a limit for me, and my sister-in-law has probably got more.
There are a total of 125,000 items to be sold, and they expect the place to be emptied. Cathy Pham, CBS 11. There is a new addition to the TCU freshman parking lot. A skywatch now overlooks the lot for added security. On September 23rd, TCU security cameras detected a car break-in in the freshman parking lot. The valuables stolen are worth about $600. Security cameras did not get footage of the suspect breaking into other cars because he went out of camera view.
We're in the process of adding several newer type cameras that cover 180 degrees, and they have a lot more resolution to them.
Although TCU is only borrowing the skywatch from the Fort Worth Police Department for a couple of days, the university has access to it whenever it needs it. TCU Police Department said it will be a good resource during times that require high security, such as homecoming week or home games.
The effect that Skywatch has on people is they'll see it and they'll go somewhere else to commit crimes.
Officer George Steen said the vantage point from the Skywatch makes it easier for TCU police because they can quickly dispatch officers to a location if they see criminal activity happening. Freshman Tori Moybrook said her dad was concerned about her bringing her car to school, but she trusts that TCU knows what they're doing.
I guess I'll try and park closer to this area because I feel like it's a little bit safer. But sometimes parking spots are impossible to find. But I mean, it makes me feel safer that things here.
TCU police is currently working on a warrant of arrest for the suspect and think he's responsible for several of the car break-ins on campus.
Well, I think the sky thing's gonna help a lot. I wouldn't break into cars if I knew the police were watching.
Police say students should take precaution and hide valuables in their cars from sight. Cathy Pham, TCU News Now.